Hi everybody, this is Susan, aka Sleeve Mommy. Um, let's see, I had originally planned to do one of these videos a week, and that is probably what I will be doing from here on out. I know it's been 2 weeks since my last video, but it's been a hectic 2 weeks. I've had some stressors going on. The first one is we had a management change at work. So I work from home, but I do have two local managers who work out of an office, and we go in monthly for meetings. So what happened is on a Friday after work, no, on a Monday, I'm sorry, after our work day was through, I came back up later in the afternoon to check for an email from the office, and there was an email from the office, but it was telling us that the management was changing and that our current managers were no longer with the company, and good luck. And that was all the information that we had. So it was really kind of stressful, just not knowing what was going on. Fortunately, the actual transition to the new managers from a worker's standpoint was pretty smooth. The new management that came in, they did a really good job of making the transition pretty smooth for us. And in the end, the outgoing managers actually did everything that they could to make it smooth for us too. Of course, they couldn't tell us really what was going on, so nobody still knows what's going on, and that's a little stressful because we really liked our managers. Secondly, the second stressor that I had is my son is sick. He picked up some kind of bacterial respiratory infection, so he is on breathing treatment. My poor little guy, he's such a trooper, my little Aiden. He is on breathing treatment. And that was really stressful for me because he had had so many respiratory problems since he was little. The nebulizer never got put away. There was no point because as soon as I put it away, 2 days later, he'd start wheezing again and we'd have to pull it back out. Last September of 2013, he had his tonsils and his adenoids taken out. And since then, we've only used the nebulizer one time. He's been like a complete trooper. So hearing him wheezing again and coughing and having a hard time breathing, that was pretty difficult for this mama. So to kind of add to those two stressors, I have been making some bad choices. I'm really not proud of myself. I've not been eating the way that I want to eat, and I'm kind of falling back into some bad habits. We didn't get here overnight. I'm sure that there are some people in the weight loss surgery community who have been heavy their whole lives, who were heavy children and heavy adults, and but we didn't get here overnight. And it's because of the choices we make. And yes, there is a lot of biology to do with it, and there's family history and everything else, and that is all very true. But the fact of the matter is that I got to 300 pounds by not eating and by eating the wrong food, by making the wrong food choices and not exercising. That's just the truth. Yes, there is some family history involved. Yes, there is upbringing that's involved. I was never taught good eating habits. I was a picky little girl, and I was given my way. Oh, you want SpaghettiOs for dinner again? Okay, here you go. that was just my life. So but, I'm trying to make changes, and I want to be better. I want to be better for me. I want to be better for my son. I want to be better for my other kids, for my husband, and I want to be a good example, and I want to feel better. I have always been heavy. I always thought I was fat, and looking back at pictures now, I realize I wasn't always fat. I just always felt fat. I hung around too many skinny people, but I was always active. Even if I was the biggest cheerleader, I was still a cheerleader. Even if I was the biggest baton twirler, I was still a baton twirler. I, marched in 5, 6, 7 mile parade. Well, okay, that's exaggerating, but 5 mile parades, I marched in. Twirling my baton the whole way. I was always really, really active, and I am just so tired all the time. And I hate that. I hate that I'm not active. That is probably, for me, one of the biggest motivators. And, I need to make changes. I need to make better food choices. And I've been making some pretty poor ones the past 2 weeks. And I was so excited about having lost 5 pounds. Well, guess what? That 5 pounds came back on. 4 pounds came back on. But it's come off now. I'm 1 pound up. So I've only lost a total of 4 pounds. But, it's okay. I've got to change my mindset. And so I'm putting this on here, and I want everybody to hear it. You can change. I can change. I never thought I'd stop smoking. I smoked for almost 20 years. Never thought I'd quit. Well, guess what? 6 years ago, I quit. And I've not ever started again. Never started again. And I have no desire to start again. I do feel that if I ever did, I would be right back where I was before. Like, if I did start smoking again, I would be a pack-a-day smoker within, a short amount of time. But I never thought I could do that, and I did it. And I've never thought I could lose the weight, but I will. And I have to get over the mindset that I can't, that it's going to be too hard, that I'm not going to have the support, that people are going to sabotage me. Maybe they will. Maybe I won't have the support. Yes, it will be hard, but that doesn't mean I can't do it. And that goes for you too. It's for anybody who's listening to this. And it's not just about weight loss surgery. It's about any change in life. Just because you think you can't do it doesn't mean you can't. It means that you have to change your thinking. Instead of thinking of the reasons why you can't, think of the reasons why you can. Think of why you want it. That's one of the reasons why one of the first videos I posted was my why. And I know I put music on it so some people can't see it if they're looking on their phone or whatever. But I go back and I watch that all the time to remind myself. And I think everybody should always stay aware of why they're doing it. Yeah, I'm doing this for myself. I want to change. I want to feel better. But I'm also doing it so that when my 5-year-old son is, getting married, I can be there and I can dance with my son and maybe do one of those funny dances that you see people doing. Whatever it is, I want to be there for it. I want to be a part of life, not just an observer. One of the things that really pushed me to look into this surgery was this summer I took my kids to an amusement park for a day. And it wasn't a big amusement park. It wasn't Disney or Universal or anything like that. It was just a small amusement park. Well, we went there, and they had a wooden roller coaster. And my daughter asked me to go on the roller coaster with her. Well, you have to climb up all these steps to get to this roller coaster. And it was a slow day at the park, so it wasn't very busy. And I trudged up those steps with her. And man, by the time I reached the top, I was out of breath. I was tired. But I did it. And I was going to ride the roller coaster with my daughter. And I didn't fit. I didn't fit. A year ago when we went to Universal and Islands of Adventure, I fit. I mean, it was tight, but I fit. But I couldn't fit on this wooden roller coaster with my daughter. So then I had to trudge back down all those steps. And I felt horrible. My daughter came with me, and I said, no, you can still ride. It's okay. It's no big deal. Really tried, and honestly, part of me wanted her to ride so that I could kind of cry as I was walking down and be a little miserable. And she's like, no, Mommy, I don't want to ride it without you. I wanted us to do it together. So then I really felt like I was letting her down. Like, not only was I letting myself down, I was letting my daughter down. And next year, I want to go back to that amusement park, and I want to ride that roller coaster with my daughter. And that's a why for me. So, okay, so what's going on with, as far as appointments and everything, is I had my cardiologist appointment, my first initial one, and my EKG looked good. I have to do echocardiogram, which he was surprised I had never done because I have a heart murmur. But, so I have to do an echocardiogram, and I also have to do the treadmill test. I'm not looking forward to that, but I will do it. Tonight, I will be doing my sleep study, and I am doing an at-home sleep study. So after I make this video, I will hook myself up. I've got this right here, and this will go around my chest, and it has little hooks that you hook in, and then it has another belt. Has another belt, which I think, oh, it's right here. Has another belt that goes around my belly. Then I have the goes in my nose, and then this one goes right over my nose, and then I go to sleep. And then tomorrow morning I pack everything in this box and ship it back. So if all goes well and they do not show any signs of apnea, then I'm good to go. If this does show any signs of sleep apnea, then I have to go and do an in-lab sleep study, which I really don't want to do. I don't think I have any sleep apnea. I sleep pretty good. So hopefully this is just another box to check off on the road. Now, November is a very busy month. That is where I have most of my appointments. I have my final pulmonology clearance. Sleep study is the last thing in that. I have my treadmill test and my echocardiogram. I have my 3 lifestyle classes. I have another nutrition class. I feel like there's some other things, but so November is going to be a very busy month for me. I'll also have my final cardiology clearance in November, and then in December I will have my final nutrition class. I will have my medical clearance. I will have my surgical clearance. And at some point in time, they will do the other test, the EGD. That is the only thing that has not been scheduled, and my surgeon's office schedules that for us. I did call about that because I do want to, that's the one thing that that's the only thing that I haven't had scheduled. So hopefully we can get that also in sometime in November so that I can do my final medical and surgical clearances in December to have my surgery in January. So that's what's going on with me. I'm sorry that I've kind of been MIA and did not post a video. I will try to post one a week, especially with November with so much going on. I have been watching videos in between my students at work, and after work I have been reading everything on my online support group. And I do want to give a quick shout out to Cindy. She has lost 56 pounds, and that is amazing. She is such an inspiration to so many people. And this is what Cindy has lost. She has lost a 5-year-old. Gone. And I can't wait. I can't wait to join her over there. And I also, there's lots of people that have had surgery in the last couple of days. So I just want to tell those, if you're watching, good luck. You can do this. We can all do this, and we're going to make a lot of great changes. So thank you. Thank you all for listening and sticking with me. I'm sorry it was so long-winded, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.